When a woman is hungry, she says, roast something for the children that they might eat. If there is character, ugliness becomes beauty. If there is none, beauty becomes ugliness. The youth can walk faster, but the elder knows the road. If you want to know the end, look at the beginning. Knowledge is a garden. If it isn't cultivated, you can't harvest it. Restless feet might walk you into a snake pit. No shortcuts exist to the top of a palm tree. Tomorrow belongs to people who prepare for it today. No medicine exists that can cure hatred. Even the lion protects himself against flies. If you heal the leg of a person, do not be surprised if they use it to run away. The axe forgets, but the tree remembers. Once you carry your own water, you'll remember every drop. No matter how beautiful and well-crafted a coffin might look, it will not make anyone wish for death. Having a good discussion is like having riches. Don't think there are no crocodiles, just because the water is calm. Do not call a dog with a whip in your hand. The earth is a beehive. We all enter by the same door. Rain does not fall on one roof alone. Sex without love is hollow and ridiculous as love without sex. If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do no harm. When an old man dies, a library is burned with him. Where there is love, there is no darkness. If love is a sickness, patience is the remedy. To love someone who doesn't love you is like shaking a tree to make the dewdrops fall. Don't try to make someone hate the person he loves. For he will go on loving, but he will hate you. If a woman doesn't love you, she calls you brother. If anyone makes you laugh, it is not always because they love you. You know who you love, but you can't know who loves you. Love is a painkiller. A happy man marries the girl he loves. A happier man loves the girl he married. Every kind of love is love, but self-love is supreme among them. True love means what's mine is yours. If you think you're too small to make a difference, try spending the night with a mosquito. One who plants grapes by the roadside, and one who marries a pretty woman, share the same problem. A fish and bird may fall in love, but the two cannot build a home together. Only a wise person can solve a difficult problem. Women complain about sex more often than men. Their gripes fall into two major categories: not enough and too much. If you are filled with pride, then you will have no room for wisdom. Just because the lizard nods his head, doesn't mean he's in agreement. A wise man fills his head before emptying his mouth. If you think education is expansive, try ignorance. A fool has to say something. A wise person has something to say. A wise man never takes a step too long for his leg. Give advice. If people don't listen, let adversity teach them. A wise person doesn't fall down the same hill twice. A united family eats from the same plate. A family tie is like a tree. It can bend, but it cannot break. We desire to bequeath two things to our children. The first is roots, the second is wings. A husband with a good wife will never be on the road without supplies. A woman is flower in a garden. Her husband is the fence around it. Physical intimacy without love is like eating a well-cooked relish without salt. Intimacy outside marriage brings nothing but guilt and shame. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Sticks in a bundle are unbreakable. If relatives help each other, what evil can hurt them? A woman who offers sex to everyone will get kicked by everyone. The difference between sex and love is that sex relieves tension and love causes it. Sex is like snow. You never know how many inches you are going to get, or how long it's going to last. Home affairs should not be talked about in the public square. A child does not laugh at the ugliness of his mother. A woman who pursues a man for sex loses her spiritual beauty. A man who doesn't know how to play sex disappears after the first time. Good sex is like good bridge. If you don't have a good partner, you'd better have a good hand. Among men, sex sometimes results in intimacy. Among women, intimacy sometimes results in sex. Getting married is easy, having sex is easier, but finding someone who can stimulate your mind and make love to your soul, that is rare. But when a woman decides to sleep with a man, there is no wall she will not scale, no fortress she will not destroy, no moral consideration she will not ignore at its very root. We waste time looking for the perfect lover, instead of creating the perfect love. Never trust a woman who has had sex with your enemy. No person is born great. Great people become great when others are sleeping.